Good morning, my precious, beautiful ladies. I can't believe it's already Wednesday. I have a psych appointment today with my psychiatrist, so yeah. I am going to spray this daily facial spray that I got from Five Below on my face because I just feel like I need some extra going on here, you know what I mean? And then I'm going to go in with my, this is not sponsored by any of these brands that I'm using, okay? Clinique Smart Clinical Repair. Right here. Oh shit, y'all, sorry. Y'all are crooked. Why are you crooked? Don't be crooked now. That's a little better, huh? I put it on top of the spray because the spray is still wet, and it seems to give me a little bit more moisture, and it feels so much better. But let's go ahead and go in with our Holy Hydration Daily Moisturizer by Elf Skin. I'm just going to put some in the palm of my hand and rub it in. Put it all over my face. Oh, it feels so good. Oh, my hands, y'all. I don't know. I just seem to mess my hands up really bad. I don't know. I'm not very gentle with my body. I'm gonna put this one. This is the Thirst Burst Drops, Holy Hydration Thirst Burst Drops. Y'all, this stuff seems to last forever. There we go. I was eating pistachios for breakfast. And I could feel the little husk in there. Because now, my doctor upped my Mounjaro to 5 ml now. Because, the other one kind of quit working. But she said that's okay because we were on the lowest dose anyway. So that's okay. Because she said my body seems to react to different things than, you know. So she started us out on the lowest dose, and now we're at 5. Y'all, when I tell you I'm eating less, oh my God, I didn't think I could eat less, because I only eat, maybe, I'm lucky if I eat twice a day, in the morning and then in the evening, and usually I eat just like Brussels sprouts or something, because I love Brussels sprouts, and they got these ones that are cooked on an open grill, and then they freeze them, and then they and then you just I microwave them for 6 minutes, and y'all, I put it I can't believe it's not butter on there, and some salt. Oh my God. And I'm a vegetable nut anyway. I've always been a vegetable nut. I'd rather have vegetables than meat. But I am following her recipe that I have to eat some kind of meat every 2 days. But it's kind of fucking hard when you don't like meat. I mean, I love hamburger meat, but I don't even want that. I'm using this Holy Hydration Eye Cream. Where's it at? There it is. See it? Yeah. Okay. And my other brush and something else fell in the corner over here, and I didn't get it out yesterday, so I was like, yeah, nah. I am severely, what do you call it? claustrophobic. I mean, severely. When I have to go in for an MRI, like because I have spinal stenosis, and some things are really screwed up there. I mean, I can't turn my neck more than this much on this side, but I can do it on that side a little bit more, but it does hurt. But anyway, they have to tranquilize my ass to get me in there, because I tried it one day without tranquilizers. They had to push the emergency release button, y'all. No, I can't help it. But so now I go in, and that's what I have to do. And I don't do so bad if they're just doing my knees or something. But if it comes where, if my head is even in just this much, and my top, no. I can do it if my whole head is out of the machine. Okay? I can do it then. But if it ain't, oh hell no. I just can't do it. But I'm claustrophobic because of my uncle. He was an asshole when we were kids. He locked me in the trunk of his car and rode around the block like 4 or 5 times, okay? And I was maybe 7. But anyway, he hung us upside down by our feet by a rope on the tree. This is e.l.f. Look Poreless Putty Primer. And he hung us upside down by our feet from the tree. He did all kinds of weird shit to us. Then one day he said if we caught him and tied him up, that we could take his wallet and take any kind of money he had in it. Well, y'all, we knew he wasn't going to give us the money in there. We knew that. We're not stupid. But he was an asshole. You know, just picking on little bitty kids. How could you just pick on little kids like that? But anyway, we got him, and all of us pounced on him at once. And we tied his ass up. And we threw him in the bathtub and turned freezing cold water on, and it was winter time. Because we knew that he wasn't going to let us, you know, get his money or whatever. He was just a fucking asshole. This is an eye primer that I'm using. And so I think I'm going to use this too. So we got him, threw him in the water, and turned the fucking cold ice ass cold water on him. Y'all, he was mad as fuck at us. I mean, mad as fuck. And it was time for our mom to come home, so we wouldn't come home until our mom had come home. We weren't stupid. So it was time for mom to come home, and we see her get off the bus. And so we all head where mama is, and we told her what Glenn said. And she's like, well, were y'all able to get his wallet? Yeah, we got his wallet. Well, give me his wallet. So we gave her his wallet. We didn't take nothing out of it. I mean, come on. But anyway, she gets home, and Glenn's in there hollering, Linda, is that you? And then he said, yeah, Glenn, what the hell are you doing with my kids? Your damn kids tied me up and put me in the bathtub, and they're running the fucking cold water. And she said, Glenn, you deserve every damn bit that you get. You tease my kids something awful. Well, he wanted revenge on her ass. We were outside playing in the backyard. You know, just playing, little kids playing in the dirt. We're making dirt cakes for our mom. When I say Glenn was a fucking asshole, I mean Glenn was an asshole. He wouldn't let that go, that we tied him up and put him in the fucking water. Y'all, He made us put on mud all over our face and bodies and wear cloth diapers down the street so everybody could see us. And everybody knew that Glenn was an asshole. So they were like, he's down there torturing them little McCoy kids again. But y'all, he was an asshole. Glenn was an asshole. But anyway, I am using Wet n Wild. I didn't have any, I don't have foundation, so I'm going to use the W7. And I do have this LA Colors that I'm going to use. And here's the palette. And then I got this LA Colors blush and highlighter. And also the bronzer. Oops. So we're going to go into those today. So today I'm going to go into this pink color here, right here. I don't know what colors I'm going to do today, y'all, but this is so skinny. And I like using fluffy brushes to put this part on, you know, because it just is easier. But anyway, Glenn was an asshole. And he, like this girl down the street, she became my aunt, Aunt Tanya, you know, and, they got married, and Glenn did some stuff that he shouldn't have done, and he disappeared, and she was pregnant. And he just disappeared, and he was gone for years, y'all. I mean, years. But, she used to come over and pick us up at my mom's or my grandmother's, wherever the hell we were at. And she took, I remember, we were little, too. And she ride us in her car and stuff, and we just thought we were special because we had an auntie that had a car. And, she took us to the drive-through movie, you know, and she took us to see Young Frankenstein, y'all. We did a double matinee, and it was the drive-through at night. And we were little, and she brought all kinds of pillows and stuff so we could sit up and sit in the back seat of the car and see, you know, the movies. And we watched Young Frankenstein and Beyond the Door. Y'all, Beyond the Door was a very scary fucking movie. But we had to see it. We would not let her leave until we got to see Beyond the Door. Crazy ass kids. I think I'm going to go in for the blues. Oh, which ones do I want to glue? The blues or the... excuse me. I think I want to go in for the shimmery blue. And put this all over my lid. I guess we're going to do blues. Well, blues and some color today. But, we went back home and none of us could sleep. We were all freaking out. And, my mom called Tanya. She said, Tanya, what in the hell did you take them kids to see? And she said, we went to see that movie by Mel Brooks, Young Frankenstein. And then we watched something called Beyond the Door. She said, Tanya, Beyond the Door is a horror movie. My kids will not go to sleep. So she made Tanya come down there and stay with us because we wouldn't go to sleep. But Tanya was like, okay. Because I don't think she mind, but I still to this day call her my aunt because she is my aunt. You know, she'll always be my aunt. And she had a baby. And she used to bring him over to visit us because she wanted us to be close with him. And she'd bring him over there, and we just thought he was the funniest thing because he's seen all us little kids, and he was just a baby himself. Y'all, he was so cute. And she was a good mom. She was a good mom. She'd bring him over there and let him play with us. And, so we stayed acquaintances. But then, when Glenn took off, she kind of quit coming so much. I mean, I think it was hard for her to see us because she was so in love with my uncle. And he did some bad stuff and had to take off, but still, that's no excuse. I went into this color here. Y'all, this is so damn skinny, you can't hardly reach in here. I like me some palettes that you can reach in there and get some shit, you know? Okay, let's clean this off. I think we're going to go in with some of this green and see how this works out. Oh, yeah. There we go. Wow, it's very pigmented. Yeah, I like that. Oh, look at that. That's so shiny. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I still love her. She'll always be mine. It doesn't matter. She's a great woman. Okay, I think I want to go in with this green one. Put it in the corner. See, oh, sorry guys. I use this green right here, and now I'm going in with this green right here. I took all my nails off, guys. And I'm going to go into the corner with it. Oh, that is gorgeous. Okay, and then I'm going to go back into this one and go over that blue with this green, and it'll give it like a turquoise color. See how it's turquoise color? Going over the blue. Wow, that's really pretty. Now I think I want to go into, let me clean this, and go into this yellow color. My psychiatrist gonna say, well, what we got going on here, Gally? And I'm gonna say, I did it for you. She knows who I am. But today I'm gonna see a new nurse. So I don't know. Wow, that's really pretty colors. Let's go back in and do our green a little lighter where the yellow covered it up. Okay. And then I'm going to go on top of the yellow up here and put my green back in. On top. Just on top. I think I'm getting a lot of fallout. I can't tell, but yeah. Am I? Oh, fuck yeah. Look at all that. Yeah. I'm glad I didn't do my foundation yet. Now I'm going to kind of marry all those colors in my crease and lighten them out just a little bit, and in here. I think I want to do that yellow color with my finger Just on the very tip of the lid. There we go. What do y'all think? Too much? I didn't think so either. Just, this one needs to go up a little higher right there so it matches the other one. Okay. But yeah, this is the LA Colors. And there is some white right here too. And I'm thinking maybe I should take some of this white shimmer and just put it right there. Is it a shimmer or is it a white? It's, I think, a shimmer. Yeah, so we can kind of... There we go, that's better. Look at those colors, y'all. Ooh, see them? Isn't it gorgeous? Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. Okay, where did we get this from? This is LA Colors. That's Wet n Wild. I think this one's LA Colors. Yeah, this one's LA Colors. Okay. Now, let's go in, with our, the W7. I love this shit, y'all. This is really good, but look at the doe foot, outsize of the doe foot. But yeah, so we're gonna put them on a little bit at a time. Yeah, I like that color, the green, the beautiful colors. I don't think my psychiatrist has ever seen me in makeup. Ever. She's gonna probably say, oh, and she hasn't seen me since I've lost all that weight either, because I've lost over 80 pounds. So, yeah, she's gonna probably trip the hell out. But that's okay. I put my LA Colors up and I'm going to need that color. Well, no, not necessarily. I could find some other. Well, no, because I need it under my eye too. This almost looks orange, doesn't it? An orange and pink color, but it's, oh, it's so shiny. And y'all know me, I like me some shiny. I mean, I don't think I think I got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, maybe 3 ants. I had a bunch of great ants, but within the last 3, 4, 5 to 5 years, they all passed on, which sucked, because I loved my Aunt Tommy. I used to go over there and watch her grandbaby while she worked, because there wasn't nobody to watch him. His parents, I don't know what the deal was, but I know he was living with his grandma and grandpa. So sometimes me and my sister would go over there, but most of the time it was just me, you know. Wow, yeah. I think I got it in my eyes. Of course. Let me see if I can find a Q-tip. Oh yeah. Get it out of my eyes. It's really pretty today, y'all. What is going on? I do want some, I think I need some color corrector, because it's, I do want lighter areas, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to go in with this, right here, and I'm going to go into, y'all, what, quit turning on me. And I'm going to go into this color right here, and kind of bounce it on to give me a little T-zone. And to cover my eyes just a little bit more. Make my T-zone brighter. Here. And then I'll go back in with my sponge and kind of dull those spots back down so they're not so loud. And right here. This is Relove by Revolution, and there's, y'all can see I hit pan in this one. That's my favorite color. But anyway, so I'm gonna go with my sponge and kind of mix those colors in together on the edges so it's not so stark. And say, hey, you know. Okay. I still feel like I got stuff in my eyes. So let's check it out. Yeah. That's way better. Right there. Yeah, still pulling off makeup. Okay. So yeah, my uncle was an asshole, but we had one uncle, but he passed on. And he was all of our favorite uncle. My uncle Randall. He didn't have the same dad as all the rest of them did. His dad was somebody different. But, yeah. I am going into this LA Colors bronzer. Isn't that pretty, y'all? Look how dark that is. And it's okay, because I'm a dark color lady. I love color. But, he was our favorite uncle, and he used to, my mom he used to come over. Well, he came to live with us for a while. You know, he was not much older than us, but he was still older than us, and he used to babysit us, and I remember those were probably the happiest times of our life when our Uncle Randall came to live with us. it was awesome, y'all. He was an awesome man, but I remember when he passed away, he had some kind of heart defect, and yeah, that one hurt. That one hurt really bad, and he passed on. And he had his wife. They had a daughter together, but she had, I think, 4 or 5 kids that weren't his. Y'all, he took care of those kids like they were his kids. And he loved those kids, and those kids loved him. And then he had a girl later on in life, a daughter later on in life. And, yeah, she was a lucky little girl that he was her father. Because he was a good guy. And then, yeah. It's how the bad people, that still trips me out, how bad people live on, and the good ones have to die way before their time. Like my sister Wanda. Things caught up with her, guys. Before she went in, okay, I'll tell you the story. She had, because of stuff that happened in our childhood, and then Wanda was kidnapped when she was about 15 or 16. And they beat the hell out of her, raped her, and all kinds of shit because they wanted her to be a fucking hooker. You know? And, somehow she escaped. She got away. And she was under her best friend's house for, I think, about 3 days before her best friend really realized somebody was under the house. So she went under there and said, "Who the hell's under the house?" And then she heard whimpering. Her best friend heard whimpering. And she went and got a flashlight and called her husband. And her husband came home, and they went under there. And Wanda was curled up in a ball. Sorry. Wanda was curled up in a ball, whimpering under the house. And I guess Gail tripped out. I mean, she really tripped out when she found Wanda under there. And we were looking for Wanda. I mean, everywhere we looked for Wanda. And we could not find her anywhere. And she got away and escaped. And I don't know if they ever caught them people or not. But that really fucked with Wanda really, really bad. I mean, being molested as a kid, and then that happening too, was a lot for her to bear. I mean, it was a lot. And she overate because it was a lot to bear. And she had kids and all that kind of stuff. She's got 3 children, 2 boys and an oldest girl. And she's got 3 grandbabies. She got to meet 2 of them. But anyway, it took its toll on Wanda, and she overate, and you see psychiatrists, you know. And I remember I was living in Ohio, and something made me come home to Texas. And Wanda was on the verge of killing herself. Because I'm serious, depression is a harsh thing, guys. And so I talked her out of it and said, well, I'm here. Let's talk about this. And then I said, what is it that's got you the most? And she was just tired of life and the way shit was going in her life. And I said, well, I'm here now. This shit ain't gonna happen. So we, she talked to a psychiatrist and psychologist, and they said that poor girl, it's, I mean, and then she said, it was, the psychiatrist asked about siblings and shit, and thought it would be good if I went in there, and I said, well, no, I've already got one, and I really do like my psychiatrist, so, I mean, there's no need for me to go there. And, she had children, and something happened where something ripped after she had one of her kids, and it caused a hernia. Okay, so she had a hernia that she had had surgery on several different times, and they had put mesh in there. Well, the last one was a success. And so they was talking about doing weight loss surgery on her. And they did weight loss surgery on her. And at the same time, they wanted to repair the hernia for the last time. And but they went in, and her intestines were super duper long. They shouldn't have been that long, but because of the hernia and it kept popping out, and her intestines would pop out into this like bubble that was on her stomach, and she just said, and she had open heart surgery where they stopped her heart, had taken it out, and that was a success. It was a softball-sized tumor, which was benign. It was okay. She was good. It wasn't cancer. And so, she had she said, I mean, after the heart surgery, she got out in like 3 days in the hospital. She ripped her tubes out of her nose and her stomach and shit. She was not a good patient. But she ripped them out, and they said, well, shit, if she can do that and start breathing on her own again, the best thing is for her is to go home. So they discharged her. She did really, really good. And then she started talking to her doctor, which she loved her doctor. I mean, one of them was a man doctor, and one was a woman doctor, and they were married. That was kind of odd, but she didn't find out that until years later. And I was like, damn, Wanda, that's fucking awesome, I mean, they can keep, in contact with each other about this kind of stuff. And so she told me she would rather die than live the way she was living anymore. It was too much for her. And they were going to do weight loss surgery and her hernia surgery at the same time. And when they done that, they had to take off the excess skin. Okay? Well, she had stitches all the way down her chest, all the way to the back. I mean, it was just connected. They took off a large amount of skin. And her intestines, they had to do surgery on her intestines, and to remove some of them because it was too damn long, okay, her large intestine. And so they did that, and she came home, she spent a week in the hospital, and she was fine and doing real good. And then I called her doctor. I said, Wanda, because she was having some pain in her stomach, and I said, well, let me call him and make sure that we can get some more antibiotics. We don't want, nothing. And she couldn't do anything for herself because this was major surgery. So I worked, and then in the morning when I get up, I go give her diabetes shot because she was a diabetic and she was taking insulin for that. So I go give that in the morning time, make sure she ate before I went to work, and then I come home, and take care of her and all that good stuff. Would get in the shower with her and give her a shower, and that just mesmerized her, floored her, made her cry. Not even my kids would do this. I said, Wanda, I'm your sister, I mean, I've seen you naked, you've seen me naked, and I know you find me sexy. And that's just the way I was, It'd make her laugh, and she just loved it. And on August 14th, her bedroom was behind my bedroom. She was in the back of the house, and she had like a porch in the back that I had screened in for her. She'd go sit back there, me and her go sit back there and shoot the shit. And her bedroom was behind mine, and she called me on her phone, and she said, Kelly, I need help. So I ran in there, threw my phone, didn't know where it went, and went in there, and I screamed for Joseph and Charlie to get up now. And she was having some severe pain. I mean, it was bad, y'all. And we went to the hospital, and the boys found my phone. It was in my room, and it was behind the bed, the head of my bed. And so they found it, brought it to me, and I said, call 911, get them here now. And so they came, and they weren't going to let me ride, but Wanda threw a fit. No, I'm not going unless she goes, and if I die, it's going to be in this ambulance. So, yeah. She never left the hospital after that, y'all. Her intestines she had staph infection, MRSA, in her intestines from the hospital. It was horrible. She was molested in that hospital. It was caught on camera, but all of a sudden it was erased by the hospital staff. But there was a security guard that was on duty and verified that he had seen her being molested on video. Nothing was done about it. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Ooh, that's too far out. So, needless to say, she died on December the 22nd. Before that, she called me up and said hey girl, what you doing? Because I was still at work, because I went in there in the mornings before I went to work, and then I went there after I got off work. I just basically lived there. And she called me up, and she said that she was going to hospice. I said, what? Wanda, are you delirious? And she said, no. I said, who's there? And she said, Mama. So I said, put Mama on the phone. I said, Mama, Wanda said she's going to hospice. She goes, yeah, she is. And I'm like, oh my God, hell no. It was, yeah. It was hard. Okay, I'm going to use this by MAC Studio Volumizing Mascara. Damn, that's thick, ain't it? But anyway, so yeah. When I lost her, my mind just couldn't cope with that. I mean, she was my rock, I was her rock, you know, and I was losing my rock. Who would I talk to then? You know, who would I talk to then? Well, I found out who I can talk to. My beautiful ladies, you guys. You guys are what helps me today now, and I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are my rock. Wow. Y'all look at that. Damn, that is volumizing, ain't it? I was gonna order me some elf, but I gotta go to the fucking grocery store when I get back from my doctor's appointment. So I'll probably have to leave here at about 2:30. Anyway, look at that. That is incredible. Oh, y'all, I love the eye look. Hang on, because you know I'm going to bring you in close. Okay? Let's do this. Oh, shit. I got all excited to do this one and damn near poked myself in the eye. I got makeup under my eye. On my bottom. Under my bottom lashes. On my damn under eye. Damn it. Wow, I like that shit, man. My sister gave me all these, you know, and most of them, well, I didn't think all of them were brand new. Yeah, they were. Yeah. The It Cosmetics and all that. And y'all, that shit ain't cheap. It trips my ass out how much it is, but you know, I go into Walmart and get a little fucking crazy there, y'all. Let me tell you. I can't help it. I honestly cannot help it. I'm going to wet this because saliva helps it come off a little better. Cause okay, now I got to go back in with this. Did I get it? Oh my god. I think I'm going to have to throw this one out, y'all. I got a mascara on it, see? So we are going to throw that one out right now. Because, yeah. I'll be putting that and having black shit all over my face tomorrow. Or later today, who knows, you know. Let's see what we got in the noise. I don't, wait a minute. I have, let me see if I have LA Colors lipstick in here. MAC Studios. MAC Studios. What are you? LA Colors. So the only thing that we did not use that was not LA Colors is the foundation, the color corrector, mascara, and eyeliner. Oh, this smells good. Oh, Lord. Oh. Yeah. Let me... Where's the damn like that? I don't know. Is it maybe one of these? Because I got it. I don't want to get it all over my face. So, yeah. I'm going to use this. Wait. Apparently, I used that up. So this is the only setting spray I have. It is Micro Color Pro Setting Spray. Let's use it. Let's pull out my little fan. Oh, look at that nastiness moving all around. My arm, y'all. Yeah. That's disgusting. Tells you how fat I was. I weighed 320 pounds, okay? I ain't embarrassed to say it. Yeah, it's just... I didn't do any bronzer right there or there or there. But anyway, yeah. Y'all, I'm just doing I don't know what now. I'm just fucking around, okay? Yeah. So, let me close this door here. This is the look. Look at that eyeshadow, y'all. I love it. And that mascara is awesome. But, yeah, if you know, I mean, if you're going through something like that, I do know how you feel. And if you want to talk about it, I am here. Even though it's been 13 years since Wanda passed on, it still feels fresh. I could almost break out in tears when I talk about the pain she was going through, because it was, it wasn't good. But I'm just glad, I mean, she's not in pain anymore, mental pain or physical pain, because she was in a lot of physical pain as well. She had bursitis, and that's arthritis that you're born with, It was all over her little poor little body. She had the tiniest little hands and the tiniest little feet. I mean, I wear size 6.5, and I think Wanda's was even smaller than mine at a 6. All mama's girls wear small shoes. It's weird. I mean, for a while there, because my feet were, my legs would be so swollen all the time because I have bad knees that that me being up on them was just being, it was too much, and so they just constantly stayed swollen up, so I was wearing a 7. And then now it's back down. I mean, my feet are even smaller now, but they're skinny, and yeah, I like it, and it makes me feel good. But y'all, this is our look. I took my hair down, y'all. I forgot I had it and woke up this morning like, oh shit, it's gonna be frizzy. But it's not, so I ain't worried about it. Don't like it, don't look at it. That's what I say. If you don't like the way I look, why the fuck are you looking? Okay? But anyway, you guys, I'm here for you guys. If you need to talk, I get it. I really do understand the loss of someone. I really do. I mean, life is hard enough living, and then you have to go through excruciating mental issues, and they become, if you don't get a handle on them and talk to somebody, they can and will become out of control, where you are not in control of yourself anymore, because that's where I was at that point in time when I said, oh my God, I can't do this to my honey bunny. He's already lost 2 wives to death, you know. The second one had a heart attack because she was guilty because she didn't pay his house payment or his truck payment or nothing. She was just stealing his money, giving it to her ex-husband. What kind of fucking shit is that? Bitch had a heart attack and died from it. But his first wife, she had a heart defect, and it took her life when she was young too. I think she was 46, 47. That number always comes up for me, which is weird, because my grandma died when she was 46, and my sister died when she was 47. His wife died, first wife died, his kid's mom died when she was 46. And his youngest son was 14 years old, y'all, and he raised his kids on his own, even when she was sick, because I guess she was sick for a few years before that and couldn't really do anything because she had a heart condition, okay? So, yeah, he came through it, and I think she's the one that brought him, and my sister Wanda and her brought him and me together. I do believe that. Okay, you guys, I'm going to let y'all go and stop yakety yakety yak schmackety moo. Do I got... Oh, I thought I had a pistachio stuck in my teeth. Huh? Oh. Anyway, I'm going to say bye to y'all. Mental health is a big deal, okay? And we don't use this kind of makeup to make ourselves beautiful. This only enhances our beauty. We're already beautiful. All women are beautiful. That's why men find us attractive, because all women are beautiful. Even if it's another woman, that other woman finds another woman attractive. We're beautiful. All of us. We need to stick together to help build one another up instead of bringing somebody down. If you see somebody with mental health, try to convince them to go get help. Okay, try to do what you can, or just say, hey, you're beautiful, or just sometimes it's simply just someone to talk to, okay? It can be, I've had that too, where I've actually needed just someone to talk to. You know? And life is too hard. We've all got to stick together. Love one another and bring one another up. Okay? You guys subscribe, like, and leave me a comment. And share my channel. Okay? Share my channel. I love you guys, and I will talk to you later, okay? Bye for now. Love the look. I love the, yeah. Bye, girlies. My beautiful, precious, girly lady mamas. Bye!